Hey, what's up everybody? This is UnhingedGaming and I'm coming in hot with some more fresh high quality content. Today's video is going to be a bit more loose than usual because I didn't really, I don't write a script per se, but I kind of prepare some things in my head and I didn't get a chance to do that today. So just a heads up, today's video is going to be a bit on the loose side, but I'll still try to keep it cohesive. And pretty much, you know, got some follow-up news today. Every day I kind of just look at TubeBuddy. It has this this industry news function, and I just look at it every day. I'm like, come on, give me something good. I gotta make a video, and so far it's delivered pretty well. So today's video is actually going to be a follow-up on one that, you know, is kind of a mixed controversy right now. But since I did make a video on it, I figured, and I saw it on here, and it's the only really significant thing that I know of that's happening right now, I thought I would just follow up on it since there is new news related to it. And that is, as I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail title and description, the PragerU lawsuit against YouTube. So YouTube has responded to their statement saying that restricted mode is not censorship, which is true. It does not take down your video, it just makes it unavailable for people who choose to have restricted mode on. So it's really it's an age gate, essentially. So I actually have YouTube's statement here. Restricted mode is an optional feature used by a small subset of users to filter out videos that may include sensitive or mature content. Giving viewers the choice to opt into a more restricted experience is not censorship. In fact, this is exactly the type of tool that Congress has encouraged online services to provide for parents and other interested in more family-friendly experiences online. So yeah, they got a little bit schooled there, I gotta say. Because that's 100% true. You know, these are things that I think in the right circumstances, conservative views are very much like, yeah, censor fucking everything. Oh, I said fuck, so they'd probably want this video censored. But the point is that like they kind of got a little bit schooled in terms of like this statement is very much, it kind of did put them in their place. Not that I think that they shouldn't have made this statement, because it is definitely a valid point that I still feel like there is a little bit of bias going on, even though I personally consider myself to be very liberal, and I definitely don't agree with a lot of these conservative views. I still feel like they have, you know, I don't see topics, like from a liberal standpoint, I don't see the same topics getting censored. So they're definitely, you know, even concerning, you know, feminist rights and what's going on in the Middle East and all of that, those are the kind of topics that were specifically referenced when discussing PragerU, and I see those being discussed just as much with liberal channels, and as far as I know, they're not getting having restricted mode turned on to their videos from the liberal standpoint. And I do understand why, like, the liberal standpoint is, I mean, for lack of a better way of putting it, it's more for freedom and blah blah blah. So I can see why, you know, the conservative standpoint, and again, I'm a little biased in this, but I can see why people would consider it more offensive and more sensitive, because it's a lot more along the lines of, like, you know, maybe people shouldn't have as many rights and things like that. Like, not necessarily that extreme, but it's definitely much more oppressive. And so I can see why it would be more controversial than the liberal view, which is kind of just like people should be able to do what they want. So like I can see why, but it still feels like there's some bias going on here, and I can understand, like, I think it's good that that's being pointed out. The other thing I will say is YouTube's statement basically saying that there's it doesn't hurt their channel, it's not censorship, it's like something optional, and that's true. The other side of it, though, that it should be taken into account is any video with restricted mode turned on does become impossible to make any ad revenue off of. So it is definitely, I wouldn't say censoring, but it is adding a greater level of restriction to what that video can accomplish, and it's making all of the time and effort put into it not make any money. Which I don't think that PragerU is doing it for the money, because they're really trying to get their views seen. They're trying to get their opinions out there. So I don't think that they're doing it just for money, but I think that that definitely does play a part. And the fact that they can't get monetized, these videos aren't monetized anymore, is definitely a bigger impact than I think they make it out to be. In any case, just thought I'd make this to kind of fill you guys in that, you know, those few of you that I'm your source of news, because I did make a video about it, and I thought, you know, well, something did happen, so I should update everything. But let me know in the comments down below your opinions on the whole situation, if you think that YouTube's assertion is correct, and if you think that PragerU is overreacting. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos, more of my content. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at UnhingedTweetYT, where I post video updates, as well as let you guys know when I go live on Twitch, which is UnhingedGamingYT. You should follow that as well if you want to see what goes into the gameplay portion of the videos. I think that's everything. All of the links are down in the description. Make sure to check them out. In the meantime, I've been Unhinged Gaming, and I will see you next time.